Hello farmers, and welcome back to my channel. This is a place for farm owners, farm lovers, agripreneurs looking for ways to make profit from their farm and are also thinking of starting up an agribusiness. Today I'll be talking about 5 important things you should keep in mind when starting a farm or before starting a farm, or if you're thinking of starting a farm. 5 good things you should keep in mind when starting a farm in Nigeria. Okay, if this is the kind of video you're interested in, make sure you watch to the end. Also give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive in. The first thing you should keep in mind when starting a farm is be realistic. That's the first thing. You need to be realistic. Ask yourself, is there a need for this crop I'm about planting? Is there a need for this animal I'm about rearing? Will there be an other way to make money from this without rearing? Will there be other ways to make money from this without planting? Is there a ready market for this crop? Is there a ready market for this animal? You really need to be realistic. That is the first thing to put in mind. Be realistic, because someone in Jos is planting tomato and is making it big does not mean that you are in Lagos will plant tomato and you will make it big. Environment. So you need to check these things out, because someone in Jos has a ready market for tomatoes around in Jos does not mean that you are in Ogun State automatic, because the person is selling there and people will buy it. In your location, will they buy it? Okay, these are the things you need to put in mind. See, I didn't put all these things in mind when I was starting my farm, and man, most times I don't just want to look back and say I regretted wasting loads of money on things that are not necessary. But at the same time, we move. But because I don't want you to make this mistake, you need to put these things in mind. Consider your location, consider your soil, consider your environment. Forget what other people are doing on their farm. Check your location. What do they need? It might be cassava your location need, and you are doing tomato because someone in Jos is doing tomato and is making it big. You decide to do tomato, and at the end of the day, you're not making profit from the tomato. You now say, farming is not profitable. Farming is profitable is because you are not doing a lot of things before starting. You are not putting a lot of things in consideration before starting. That is why I look as if you are not making profits. Okay. Also, ask yourself, why do you think outside people focus majorly on food crops? Like they focus majorly on food crops. It's because they've checked their climate, they've checked their location, they've checked their environment, they've checked their weather, they've checked their soil. These are the things they've put in consideration before focusing majorly on food crops. And they are making it big because that is what fits them. But some parts in the southwest, you can do cash crop, you can do long-term crops, and you'll be making it big. But most of us in the southwest decide to copy those in the north, forgetting that the climate, the soil, and everything they have there is different from our own here. So like I said, be realistic. That is the best you can do for yourself. That is the first key you can do for yourself. So like me when I was starting, man, because people in my farm location were doing vegetables, because I read online that you will cash out with vegetable immediately, you make 100% profit. I went, I started tilling the ground, started planting different vegetables, planting this, planting that. When I sold it, I do tell you people, yeah, I sold a big bunch for 10 naira. Imagine my inputs, my money, my energy, my time that I've invested in this thing, and I'm selling one bunch. So okay, let's say I spent 50,000 naira cultivating and I am making like 1,000 naira. Do you understand? Like, so I wasn't realistic with my location. I was just like doing what others say it will work. Okay, and that's why when I'm advising my clients on what to do, I look around, because I'm the type of person that travels a lot. If I want to tap ideas in different locations, I travel, mingle with people. So when you are telling me your farm is in this location, I will ask you different questions. Especially if it's places that I have been to. If you tell me your farm is a place I've been to, hey, the questions I will ask yourself, you'll be asking yourself, why is she asking me this question? I am asking you this question because I don't want you to lose funds. Because I've lost funds, and I know what it is to lose huge money. People should not look at me like this. I've lost huge money. Okay. The second thing you should put in mind is budget your time. Budget your time and being realistic almost fall as the same thing. Budget your time. Timing is everything. Timing is not like only you dedicating your time. Timing is in crop. Timing is in animal. The way you will rear broiler in rainy season is not the way you rear broiler in dry season. the crops you will plant in rainy season is not the crops you will plant in dry season. So you need to budget time. Timing is key in agriculture. Same with agribusiness. The right time to stop palm oil, if you go and assume you start palm oil, for people that are going to stop palm oil in January, assume you stop palm oil in January at 25,000. This is April and it's selling for 10,000 naira. You see that you've lost money. You see that timing has a lot of things to do when it comes to agriculture. So budget your time. It is very, very important to you. Budget your time. Don't joke with your time. Even for yourself, budget your time. Schedule your timing for different things, different agribusiness, different farming you want to go into. Okay. The next thing to put in mind is know when to plant. Know when to plant falls the same way as budget your time, budgeting your time. Know when to plant. You don't just decide to plant. Okay, sometime last week I've gotten my maize seed. I wanted to go to the farm to plant the maize, but I stopped all of a sudden. Up to now I've not planted my maize because one, I checked my weather. Two, man, I don't think it's going to rain anytime soon, and on that land I've not provided like a source of irrigation or water system to it, so I had to pause and say, okay, once it rains or once I notice this weather is like this, that is when I am going to plant. Know when to plant. It is very important. Some people have gone to plant and they are lamenting now because rain has stopped. Okay, so there are things you should watch out for. Watch out for your weather, especially if you're in Nigeria planting. Watch out for your weather before you plant. You don't just plant because it's rained first and you feel, okay, let us plant, it has rained, everything we do. No, rain has stopped right now. So what happens? Okay, know when to plant. It is important. The next thing is, after knowing when to plant, rotate your crops. Crop rotation is key. Crop rotation is important. Crop rotation is what determines if you are successful. Crop rotation is what determines if you will make money from your farm. If you plant cassava today, uproot the cassava or harvest your cassava, do another crop that will replenish the soil. You can decide to do like pepper, you can decide to do leafy vegetables, you can decide to do cucumber that they would fall on the ground, decay, and give your soil more nutrients. Okay, you don't just plant cassava that will be eating up soil, eating everything, that the roots will go, and you keep on planting, you will destroy the soil. So it's important you rotate your crops. And finally, one thing you should keep in mind when starting a farm is you must get quality seed and quality fertilizer. You see, these two things I mentioned, they go a long way in how productive your farm will be. Aside quality seeds and quality fertilizer, let's talk about those in the livestock aspect. You must get good stock, especially if you want to go into breeding of maybe animals, cow, goat. You must get good stock, and rabbits as well. So good seed, good fertilizer, good breeding stock are things you should keep in mind when starting a farm. Okay, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got value. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share the video. Okay, see you in my very next video.